can ignore this impulse imparted by the spring constant, the spring force acting for delta t time, which is very short in microsecond or millisecond range for the sake of discussion. So here, even if we ignore the impulse exerted by or imparted by the spring and we conserve the momentum, we are okay. Keep in mind that the momentum is not conserved. We are just making the approximations and just trying to see the physics behind each collision, and just with the approximations we'll try to see what is the final energy, what is the amount of energy that we are left with finally. Remember, initially we had block A of mass 1 kg moving with a velocity of 2 meters per second, so we had an energy of half mv0 square. So this energy will be sucked in by this harmonic oscillator slowly and gradually, and eventually when it comes at rest after multiple collisions, all this energy should have been transferred to the harmonic oscillator. That's what we are trying to see. If you are that kind of person who says, okay, you know what, initially we had half mv0 square energy, and you know, if somehow it comes to rest, then we can straight away calculate half mv0 square equals half k x final, the maximum compression of the spring. So here you can calculate the maximum compression straight away. But as I said, I'm not discussing the problem and the answer. I'm discussing the physics behind every collision, every impact, and using mathematics, if we can show that precisely this is the energy that has been transferred to this system, this harmonic oscillator, after a certain time, or maybe infinite time, as you will see.